Lolo reads episode number 7, The Employment Line. On her first morning at Barbary Lane, Marianne scanned the yellow pages for the key to her future. According to the large, daisy-bedecked ad, the Metropolitan Employment Agency was an individualized job placement service that really cares about your future. She liked the sound of it. Solid, yet compassionate. Gulping an instant breakfast, she put on her low-key navy blue suit and caught the 41 Union to Montgomery Street. Her horoscope today promised matchless opportunities for a Taurus who likes to take the bull by the horns. The agency was on the 5th floor of a yellow brick building that smelled of cigars and industrial ammonia. Someone with an eye for contemporary Californiana had decorated the walls of the waiting room with Art Nouveau posters and a driftwood and copper sculpture of a seagull in flight. Marianne sat down. There was no one in sight, so she picked up a copy of Office Management magazine. She was reading an article about desktop avocado gardening when a woman appeared from the cubicle in the back. "Have you filled out a form yet?" "No, I didn't know." "On the desk. I can't talk to you until you've filled out a form." Marianne filled out a form. She agonized over the questions, "Do you own a car? Will you accept employment outside San Francisco? Do you speak any foreign languages?" She took the form to the woman's cubicle. "All done," she said as cheerfully and efficiently as possible. The woman grunted. She took the form from Marianne and readjusted her chain-guarded glasses on a small pig-like nose. Her hair was done in a salt and pepper DA. As she examined the form, her fingers manipulated an executive desk toy, 4 steel balls suspended on strings from a walnut scaffolding. "No degree," said the woman at last. "Like college?" The woman snapped. "Yes, like college. I had 2 years at a junior college in Ohio, if that..." "Major?" "Yes." "Well?" "What?" "What did you major in?" "Oh, art history." The woman smirked. "We've certainly got enough of those for a while." "Does a degree really matter that much? I mean, for secretarial work?" "Are you kidding? I've got a PhD candidate going through clerical work." She used the first person as if these struggling scholars were her personal serfs. She wrote something on an index card and handed it to Marianne. "This is a small office supply company on Market Street. The sales manager needs a girl Friday. Ask for Mr. Creech." He turned out to be a red-faced man of about 50. He was wearing a burgundy polyester jacket with an oversized houndstooth pattern. His trousers and tie were the same color. "Have you ever done sales work before?" He smiled and leaned back in a squeaky swivel chair. Not exactly. For the past 4 years, I've worked as a secretary for Lassiter Fertilizers in Cleveland. I wasn't exactly in sales, but I had a lot of, contact and all." "Sounds good. Steady work, always a good sign." "I was also an admin assistant for the past 1.5 years, and I was attached to several of..." Fine. Now, I suppose you know what a Girl Friday is." "Sort of a gopher, right?" She laughed nervously. "Pays good, $650 a month, and we're pretty relaxed around here, this being San Francisco." His eyes were fixed on Marianne's face. He began to chew the knuckle of his forefinger. "I like an informal office," said Marianne. "You like Vegas?" "Sir?" "Earl." "What?" "Name's Earl. Informal, remember?" He smiled and wiped his forehead. He was sweating profusely. "I asked if you liked Vegas. We go to Vegas a lot. Sacramento, LA, Hawaii. Lots of fringe benefits." "Sounds really nice." He winked at her. "If you're not, uptight." Oh. Oh, what? I'm uptight, Mr. Creech. He plucked a paperclip off the desk and tore it apart slowly without looking up. Next, he said quietly. Sir? Get out. She went home to her new apartment and cried, falling asleep as the afternoon sun spilled in the window. She woke up at 5 and scoured the kitchen sink for therapy. She ate some blueberry yogurt and made a list of things she would need for her apartment. She wrote a letter to her parents, optimistic but vague. There was a noise outside her door. She listened for a moment and then opened it. Plum-colored silk fluttered at the top of the stairway and then descended out of sight. There was a note on Marianne's door. Something from my garden to welcome you to your new home. Anna Madrigal. P.S. I'll shoot you if you write your mother about this. Taped to the note was a neatly rolled joint.